Hi everyone, and here's another Kayla's meshmixer tutorial. So today I'm going to show the difference between the combine tool and the Boolean tools. So here I got two shapes. I've got my little cylinder here and I've got my sphere. I made sure already that both objects are solid. To use the Boolean tool, the objects must be solid and not an open part, so it can't be hollow on the inside. To check and see if an object's going to be solid or hollow when you bring it in automatically, just look for this little square here, little blue square going on, which means a solid shape. If you go to another thing, for example the arms, and you see this half circle, it means it is hollow on the inside, and you'll have to go and pre-make it solid before it'll allow you to stick it in. It's really easy to do so. You just grab the arm, bring it over here. I'm just going to leave it where it is, and if you can see it's so hollow, you accept making the object. Just click Edit and quickly click Make Solid, and it'll make the object solid for you. Edit it around with the solid accuracy and the mesh density, ramping it up all the way. Clicking the Update button to make sure it does what it needs to do. It will mesh it for you, as I'm demonstrating here. And yes, it does go back and forth a lot. It likes to do that. There is other solid types. Fast and automatic usually does the trick fully to what you need it to with the least amount of resistance. If you go to the other ones, you have a lot more things you have to play with and fight with. Once you've accepted, it'll make it a solid shape, because it will not update if you just click accept and drag the bars up. And then you can use it as you see fit. However, we are done with that, so I'm just going to go back to these guys here. Delete old Mr. Hand there. Oh, and just so you know, if you didn't see up at the top there, when you make a shape solid, it will save the original file in your object browser. As you can see here, I brought it back up. It makes a solid and the original, so if you don't like how the solid turned out, you can always delete it and you still have the original left to use. But I'm just going to delete both little guys here. So the combine tool, what it'll do, if we take the T key and we attach the two pieces together, is we're going to touch it. I'm just going to show you the inside here with the shader. I'm going to go to the invisible shader there. And you can see the one piece is inside the other one. However, when you just click accept on the transform, like where it is, if you click both layers in the object browser, make sure it is open and click control, click, it will allow you to have these different tools. If you just click combine, it shows you the two pieces there. However, all it's going to do is keep the original shape inside. None of the pieces are deleted, so when you print it will cause a little bit of extra printing going on, because it's going to make that initial shape first and then try to fill in afterwards, which isn't as strong as having it as a Boolean, but it'll allow you to do further editing. Because if I go back to the regular shader, it's two different colors, so if I didn't like how far out the circle was, I could select it here, click the E key, it would only select that circle, and I could drag it out and it's still fully fine. If I click Control A, it would select the entire thing and then I can move it. So it is a solid part, but it is not at the same time. So it allows more editing, which is a great thing to do, and then to make it solid, you can just click the Make Solid button and it will attach it all for you. Now, if you like it automatically where it is, you can use the Boolean tools, as long as you're not going to edit that piece in finer detail. You could still edit it, however, you wouldn't be able to separate the two shells from where they are. So to do this, you would select, you'd go back, and instead of selecting it and making it one solid shape, you'd have the two separate shapes. Some of them do matter which one you click, because the first one you click is going to be the main file. The second one is going to be the piece that's going to be edited. I'm just going to go back to my shaders and go to the invisible here to show you the difference. So as you remember with the combine, it kept the circle on the inside. If you click Boolean Union, it's going to keep everything that's showing. So the whole inside of that circle is going to be gone, and these two are permanently going to be fused together. So you click accept, it'll mesh it. You click the shaders, you show it up again, and there you go. It's fully attached. It may edit the other model to try to make it attach better, but that is the chance. That's slim to none. I was using a pretty basic cylinder, so it did warp it a little bit. So if we go back and we go to Boolean difference, I'm just going to attach these two. Boolean difference is going to minus one shape from the other. So if you wanted to make a nice little hole, for example, for bird's perch, like this could be used for, looking at it now, you can do that. And once you're happy, click accept, and there you go. Now the tricky one here is Boolean intersection, because that one is only going to keep the two pieces that are touching each other inside the model. So if we go back to the inside out shader here, you can see that these two pieces here are touching. When you click Boolean intersection, the only section that's going to stay, and I'll just bring the shader back up in a minute, is this guy. So you can see the outer shape here. Once you click accept, you're going to see that it only kept the pieces that were actually touching. So that is basically the three tools. Now, if we clicked, instead of the cylinder first and then the spear, we click the spear and then the cylinder, it may intersect differently. This is the one tool. As you can see now, the inside is more popped out and the outside is flat instead of the other way around, so it will reverse it. Sometimes it does make a difference which one you click, sometimes it doesn't. But basically, those are the tools for you. Just know that the Boolean tools will not work with a hollow file. You need to make it solid first. Once you're done with the union and you're happy with it, so I'm just going to accept the Boolean Union, you can go ahead and click Make Hollow, and then it will hollow out the object afterwards and show you how much it's going to take out. So as you can see on the outside here, this inside piece is all that's gonna be removed. If you're happy with it, just click accept. If not, play around with these little bars here, sliding it up or down to get it to where you need it. Otherwise, click accept. And then when you look on the inside, this whole area here is now gone. So the only print left is this green section available to you. Well, everyone, that is the difference between combine and Boolean, as well as a little make solid or make hollow lesson all in one. Hope you enjoyed. This is Kayla Prowsers, aka Alaska Pro, signing off.